Okay. Hi, my name is Alex Freeman. I'm a 16-year-old bass player living in Austin, Texas, and this is the promo video for 18 Below, or what will become a promo video. And so I'm just going to go through the questions sequentially, or not sequentially, down the list, whatever. So the first question is, why do you love 18 Below? And I think it's a fairly obvious answer. You know, it allows me to go out and play music. And really, that's, you know, what more could you ask for? You know, since I am under 18, it is hard to get gigs. You know, for obvious reasons, you know, alcohol, bars, all that. But in addition, it also allows me to get feedback from, you know, my peers, my musician peers, and you know, the adults, the professional musicians that are occasionally in the audience, and that's really, really awesome. And it also, this kind of ties into the next question, but also, it also is it's like a sense of community, which is really cool. You know, whether it's people who are just doing it as a hobby or people like me that actually are actively pursuing a career in music, it really kind of helps us get along. And, you know, if someone does end up making it big, it's, you know, it's nice to have kind of that contact up there. And also, in addition, you know, what I just said, but it also helps, you know, people like me build connections to the real world. You know, we go out into that big scary place. You know, people like Tom, who's the stage manager at Stubbs, who started helping 18 Below. You know, and I think the whole question about how has 18 Below helped you as a musician and a person, I think I just kind of answered that. But the next question is, what inspires you as a musician? What inspires me as a musician, I should say? And I think above anything else, or I mean, you know, I try to take everything from, not try to take everything, I try to take as much as I can from as much as I can. You know, and not just, you know, genres that I normally wouldn't hear, you know, like Latin music or, you know, world music or, you know, whatever, but just, you know, everyday things. You know, like a vacuum cleaner or the rain, or even just human speech. You know, humans, when we talk, we're very musical. Like, you know, our voices fluctuate with, you know, pitch. We, you know, kind of go up and down. It, you know, helps kind of express ourselves. You know, if I talked in just a strictly monotone kind of, I can't even do it. It's so weird, right? That's, you know, people give you funny looks when you do that. But, I mean, I think above anything else, like, you know, the whole humans and how we naturally kind of make music is, you know, humans more than anything else, just people inspire me. You know, there's a saying, you know, the good musicians, the best of the best, have the most life experience. And, you know, they can put that into their playing. That's why, you know, Stevie Ray Vaughan or Muddy Waters or whatever, you know, those guys have been through hardship. And they're able, that's how they put it, so they, you know, that's why they sound so good, you know, that's why they've endured for so long. You know, when you realize that people, like, it's not just, like, life is not just like a video game, it's not just like, well, not like me, and the whole universe revolves around me, and all these people that, you know, the cats that are walking around on the street, you know, they're just kind of along for the ride, I guess. But, you know, everybody has a story just as rich and as vibrant as you, or, you know, as somebody else. You know, the cat walking down the street next to you could, you know, you don't know, he could be a firefighter. He could hold a world record of some sort, you know, but you wouldn't know it because you've never met him. And this, I don't know, I think that's kind of cool. And you know, kind of delving into that human element again. When we hear something we like, we find a way to express it, and whether it's doing the Stevie Wonder, or the headbanging or dancing or whatever. It's like a way of appreciation, um, and sorry, as a bass player, my job is to, my job is twofold. I have, you're supposed to make the rest of the band sound good, and if you're not doing that, then you need to switch to guitar or something, because that's that's what you're supposed to do. And the other job is to be the foundation, the engine house of the groove, so to speak. And the groove is just a weird thing, because it's like here, and you can almost get it, but you can't. You can't really put it into words, but when it's there, you know it. That's why James Brown is so James Brown. He hit upon what it meant to be in the groove, and that's him. And when I'm up on stage throwing down the funk, and I see some guy out in the crowd that is just bopping his head, or doing whatever, that's really the greatest compliment I can receive, because that means I'm doing my job right. And that's another big inspiration, I guess. And so the final question is, what do you hope to accomplish in the future as a musician, and how will 18 Below help you accomplish that? And I mean, well, what does every musician want to do? They want to make it big. They want to become superstars. Big mansions, fancy cars, whatever. And that would be nice. But just being able to perform, make a living performing music or performing with other artists would be awesome. But the odds of that happening are kind of slim, unfortunately. There's not always a lot of emphasis placed on what's the word, quality over quantity, unfortunately. And there are a lot of really good people and musicians that kind of get pushed to the wayside, which is unfortunate. But even if I was just able to if I kept being able to perform, just on the side, even, I don't really care, but that would be nice. But really, above all, my big goal is to inspire somebody to take up music, and it doesn't have to be this. It could be guitar or trumpet or drums or tuba or whatever. You could play a slide whistle for all I care. But like you hear about these people that are the heroes of the guitar world, or the bass world, or drum world, or whatever. People like Hendrix or Jimmy Page, or Cliff Burton, Geddy Lee, Neil Peart, John Bonham, all those people. They they're an inspiration, right? They're heroes. They're what excuse me. They're what shapes you musically. And if I was just to be able to do that, to inspire somebody to pick up an instrument, to start playing music, to a gateway drug of sorts into the wonderful world of music, that would be amazing. And because I say gateway drug because it's music is addicting. It's wonderful. It's it's a euphoric, almost. It's like when I'm up on stage and when I'm playing music, I get really into it, and the whole building could be burning down around me, and I totally wouldn't know, because I would be so into the just playing. And like you see these people, like Hendrix or John Bonham, or all those people that make these weird faces when they play. They kind of thrash about and emote and all that, and it sounds corny and it looks strange, but that's what I do. I make weird faces all the time when I'm playing. You just can't ever see them. Just, all this, but it's a holistic experience. Music is, because, there's, say what you will about it, whatever, but really it's like when I'm up on stage and I'm kind of channeling whatever is up there that, that gives us the music the inspiration to keep doing all of these things. I'm channeling out through me, through my strings into my amp, out into the audience. It's, I don't know, it's just it's an amazing experience to be able to do that, and I think really everybody should experience that. And hopefully, if somewhere along the line I manage to do that for somebody, then I think I've done my job. So.